How are you? Oh, Molly, no, you don't go barking. Stay here. Stay here. Come here. Sorry, guys, my dog's about to go running off outside to bark at the dog next door. Look who I've got joining us. Sam, what are you doing there? Oh, my darling, I see you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, there you go. My 19-year-old pussycat, Safi, has joined us for the chat. Yeah, he was just texting with SP. Oh, were you telling Mother of Three Kings? Oh, how nice. That's lovely. I'll leave Sappy in the chat. What's happening, guys? Morning, Lords. Greetings from England. I love the weekends. It means I can watch you. Oh, yay, darling. Oh, because you're at work normally when I go live. I know the time difference is a bitch. 19, yeah, look at her. Oh, are you talking to us? What would you like to say? Oh, she's a talker. So, what are you saying? So, wait. What are you saying? What is it? Want to say something? What? Yes. Oh, you're a good girl. She was raised by our dog, so she makes little kitten noises because she doesn't know how to meow like a cat. Oh, that's my cat. It's the healthiest cat in the world. Yes, I tell her all the time. You're the healthiest 19-year-old pussycat anyone's ever seen, aren't you? All right, leave her be. All right, guys. What's going on? I'm going to leave her in the chat because she wants to join in. Love getting that live notification. Yay! When you affirm, does your SP think about you, and do dreams with SP mean anything? Look, dreams with SP mean what you think they mean. Give them that meaning. If you think they're thinking of you, when you're dreaming of them, they're dreaming of you, give it that meaning. If you're thinking of them, make it the meaning that they're thinking of you every time you think of them. Give it that meaning, darling. Send that out there. What should you do then? Instead of what? Hi, I was wondering, I'm trying to manifest abundance, but I can't help wanting a guy. What should you do then? What does that mean? I was wondering, I'm trying to manifest abundance, but I can't help wanting a guy. Well, what's wanting a guy got to do with abundance? Are you talking about financial abundance, or just abundance of everything? You can affirm I have an abundance of everything, including other men, and you can mean money and riches and popularity and fame and. What's the question, darling? I don't understand. She's very healthy. I think she's a bit cold. I tried to put a jacket, a little dog jumper on her today, cat jumper, and she Houdini's herself out of it every time. The only thing I can get her in is a scarf and tie it like a snood around her, and she can't get out of it. So I've lost them when I moved. I have to go find them. Started slacking on apps during chaos of wedding. It shows. I'm going hard today and feeling better. Oh, look, I've been slacking on my affirmations recently too because I've been so busy and all the stuff with mum. So, darling, don't beat yourself up. New background? Yes. I'm letting my cat stay in the background. Sap, am I being a bit loud? Well, she's deaf as a post. She can really not hear me, to be honest. Loz, if my SP is moving across the country, should I fine-tune my affirmations? Oh, what's happening? Moving across the country? Where's this? Where's the question? Andrea Lee, if my SP is moving across the country, should I fine-tune my affirmations? Yes, if you start saying, he can't bear to not be around me, he needs to see me every day, then that will imply that he can't move because he has to see you every day, or he'll move and come straight back because he'll be miserable without you. Start affirming things like, he constantly has to see me. He needs to be in my presence. He needs me. He can't be without me. Understand? How can I manifest to shift? You mean shift houses? Just imagine the house you live in now is that house. If you know what the house is, live there now. Make here, there. Or if it's a new country, shift countries. Imagine you live there already. What's this? Hi, Loz. Good evening. Oh, hi, Icy. I'm great, guys. But can't help myself caring. What are we saying? Can't help myself caring about what? About a guy? What should I do then? Darling, if you want a guy and you care about him, affirm that he's yours. In your mind, be together already in your mind and affirm he can't stop thinking about you. He's your man. He wants you and only you. You can manifest abundance and a guy at the same time, darling. That's not a problem. I'm not quite sure what the question is. I affirm to my dog now, most happy, healthy dog in the world. Yes, do that. That's what I do for my cat. Will it not happen until we actually believe it, hence the consistency? No, darling. Listen, you can't force belief. Lots of affirmations have come true for me when I haven't believed them. I've just believed in my power. Okay, you can't force a belief in your brain. That forms of its own accord, in its own way, as a neural pathway in your brain, and you have no control over when that happens or how it happens or if it's happened. Okay, so all you can control is the thinking you're doing, the consistent, dominant thinking. You can't control the feeling and you can't control the belief. So don't believe anyone who says you have to believe it first. That's absolute bullshit. Sorry, now my dog's sitting on the cord of this light. Hey, Sarah. How to deal with birds before land. How to deal with them? We'll just take them as good meaning. Oh, my SP's on its way. On their way because land is coming. I've been seeing my SP's name everywhere recently. My affirmations are working. Good for you, Rachel Perry. How do you deal with negative thoughts? You affirm against them, Geraldine. Have you been doing positive affirmations? Every time you think the negative thought, you have to jump in with the positive affirmation. I just did a video on this, guys. It's on my TikTok about how affirming isn't an activity. It's new thinking. You're meant to be affirming when you're thinking the negative thought. You're meant to be filling in your brain with the new positive thought. That's your affirmation. What have you been doing with your affirmations, Geraldine, since you've been watching me? You clearly aren't jumping on top of your negative thinking. Guys, it's not just something you sit down and do. Oh, morning, noon, and night, I'm going to do this. And the rest of the day, I'm going to think like a piece of shit. I'm going to think all shitty thoughts. My mental diet is appalling, but I'll sit down and do affirmations for an hour. Won't do shit, guys, because you're letting your brain run right for the rest of the goddamn day. I'm working on self-concept to get my SP. Is it more powerful to memorize the same few affirmations to repeat? Yes, guys, but I wouldn't do self-concept just to get your SP. You've got to do it for you as well. Okay? You've got to do it to focus on you, build yourself up, get into queen energy. But yes, focus on a few main ones if you can, because the repetition is key, absolutely. But self-concept, you can do as many as you fucking like, really, because you're building yourself up, but have some key ones. My SP showed up at the beach out front of my friend's beach house today. He knew I was going to be there. Oh, did he, Hannah? God, he's following you around like a bad smell. Has he bothered to say hello yet? Or is he just following you around and getting in your gym class? The last 3 and 4 days have been having birds before land and SP being in my dreams, taking it all as good meaning, self-concept working. Sarah, birds before land absolutely means self-concept is working. Absolutely, darling. So give yourself a pat on the back. Can you give some affirmations to be irresistible? I am irresistible. It's in your question, darling. I am so irresistible. No one can resist me, or men can't resist me, or my SP, his name, John, can't resist me. I am irresistible. I am magnetic. I am mesmerizing to everyone. I cast my spell over them and get everything I want. Mm-hmm. What does birds before land mean? It's an old Christopher Columbus expression, or not, well, quote that he said that when he knew land was coming, he saw birds. When he was out in the sea for months and months on end, he wouldn't see any birds. And then he'd suddenly see these birds and he'd know, aha, land is soon, because birds are trying to land on the land. They don't hang out in the middle of the sea. My dad sails a lot and lives on a boat, and when you'd be out in the sea, you wouldn't see birds, and you'd know that land was coming up because you'd suddenly see birds flying around. Okay? So that means birds are old SPs, old exes, friends that are guys hitting on you, people hitting on you in the street, people giving you attention, people offering to pack your groceries, giving you attention, la, 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 guys just looking out in the street and smiling. And then that means land is coming. Land is your SP. If you do self-concept, can you attract others instead of your SP? Yes, guys, but your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. It'll affect them too. Don't think of it as like, oh, I don't want to attract anyone else but my SP, so I'll just concentrate on my SP affirmations. Well, good luck with that. That's why so many people are coming to me from other manifestation coaches, because all they gave them was SP affirmations. It hasn't fucking worked. Or it worked, and then they lost them again. Could have changed you, change them, guys. What does it mean if SP visited me in a dream, I got scared and woke up right away? Darling, it's whatever you think it means. Guys, dreams don't mean anything. I wish you guys wouldn't care so much about your fucking dreams. Go to a dream analyst if you're really fucking concerned, but it's literally just your subconscious mind working overnight. My SP broke it off again, but I'm SV. He'll be back. He always does. He's obsessed with me. Bless him. Okay, Kirsty, but you've got to fucking work on your self-concept that caused him to break it off again. What the fuck were you doing and thinking that caused him to do that? You clearly haven't worked that out. So if he keeps coming back in like a slingshot every time and then going away again, well, there's something you're doing in your self-concept that's causing him to do that. Have you worked that out, or are you just going to rest on this laurel of he always comes back, he's obsessed, and then he'll come back, be obsessed, break up with you again. Come back, be obsessed, break up with you again. That's a great cycle. How long are you going to do that for? Not something to be proud of. Kim Velez talks about how she does that all the time. I think, Kim, stop saying that in all your videos. It's not great, love. You want to actually keep them there. Isn't that the point? Thanks for the rose, darling. Whoever sent me a rose. I dream about my SP. Again, dreams mean what you think they mean. Have you got good affirmation to soothe period pains? I get no period pains. My body knows to heal itself. Every time it's time of the month, I feel nothing. It doesn't affect me at all. My periods never affect me. Say that. I kept thinking of the 3D because it gives attention to girls, so I've stopped that now. Well, darling, you've clearly got some shit going on about being compared to other girls, feeling insecure, feeling not good enough, and then you're pushing him away with your shitty thoughts about I'm not good enough, you're going to choose other girls over me, and then he fucking does. You've got to go and work on that shit. I am chosen. I'm the priority. No one would dare leave me. I am too special to lose. I am more than good enough. I am beautiful just the way I am. No one compares to me. Stop fucking affirming that shit, darling, otherwise you'll come back and you'll lose him again. You are so beautiful. Oh, thanks, darling. You seeing my cat there? Sad. Savvy. Oh, yes. She can't hear me. She's 19 years old. Deaf as a post. Promise I'm working on it now. Good. That happens to me, so I'm working on my self-concept and being attracted to so many people. I feel great. Great, Canadian trees. Oh, yay. Any books or movies you recommend on this subject? There aren't actually any movies. There aren't any movies. I should make one. I'm writing a TV script. I should write the TV script about this, shouldn't I? But books, anything by Neville Goddard, anything by Florence Scovel Shinn, anything by Joseph Murphy. I have a video on this in my TikTok, black and white with a red heading. When you're manifesting an SP and 2 pop up out of the blue, go queen, I got the power. Ow, Narelle. 2 out of the blue. Love it. SP just means specific person, guys, your ex or current boyfriend or girlfriend. Bumped into SP and they said hello after over a year of no contact. Just a few days of SP affirmations. Oh, Eric! Amazing! Oh, you did that. I need to focus on my self-concept and building my best self before seeking a special person. Look, guys, don't do it, but don't give yourself this caveat, like, I need to be perfect. I need to build myself up and be this queen energy, like, all the time. Like, I've got no issues. I've gone through my shadow work. I've got rid of my dark side, all this bullshit. Just work on it. It's a work in progress. Everyone's a work in progress. No one's fucking perfect. You don't have to perfect it. You just want to work on it. And then your reflected thought will go out and people start reflecting it back. I am lovable. I am wanted. I am chosen, and you will be. But I don't want you to think you have to perfect it, okay? Before you can seek a special person. That's not the case. They will seek you out. Your milkshake will bring all the boys to the yard, trust me. Laugh my ass off. Your cat is in the back. It's like, what is mother talking about? I know. She just wanted to be with us, didn't you, Sir? Now she's like, stop talking to me, bitch. I'm trying to sleep. What are you doing, Zap? Whoop. What are you doing? She's like, I'm just trying to get warm. She's all skin and bone. Okay, any more questions? Hang on. I'm the best girl, I'm worthy, and more than he would, what, be lucky to have me, I'm the queen, yes. Should I go to his house? He promised to text and talk and didn't fulfill it. Should I go to his house? He promised to text and talk and didn't fulfill it. Or Dawn 1972, is that a joke? What, you're going to go and stalk him, are you, and turn up at his house and say, why didn't you text me? You didn't fulfill your obligations of texting. Don't be a nut, darling. No, please don't do that. Is that what you're asking? No. Unless you want to get a restraining order out against you, don't be doing that. No stalking. Guys, if they haven't texted you, get on with your fucking life and start affirming that he can't stop thinking about you. He's constantly calling and texting you. He loves being your boyfriend, and work on your fucking shitty self-concept that makes you think you have to literally get in your car and drive past a guy's house and stalk the fucker. Work on your self-concept, darling. There's something going on there. Jesus. Thanks, darling. Dare to Dream is a movie. It's technically LOA, but Josh Lucas is hot, so we will forget about it. Oh, really? Dare to Dream. Oh, hang on. But isn't he in The Secret? Isn't the movie The Secret on Netflix and he's in it? And the one who was married to Tom Cruise, what's his name? Isn't Josh Lucas in that one, in The Secret? Or is he in one called Dare to Dream? All right, I'm going to look that up too. I'm going to watch these silly LOA things. Every day, my 3D shows me that David loves being my husband and we are blissfully married. A good, Hannah. A good. No, it isn't. With law of assumption, you affirm until you see it. What's going on? I need to adjust my milkshake recipe. It's just your self-concept, guys. That's a secret movie. Oh, is Dare to Dream the secret movie? Is it called Dare to Dream? Oh, it's not called The Secret. Oh, I thought it was called The Secret. Loz, you should write a book. You have so much knowledge and would love it in all one place. You know, it's funny you say that. I must have manifested that comment. Loz, you should write a book. You have so much knowledge and you would love it in one place. That's exactly what I was thinking all the way on the drive home today. I was thinking, you know what I could do is transcribe all the questions I've answered into a book and have them all in sections. Specific person that you have met and is an ex. Specific person that's new love, getting house and money, building your career, and have the questions as a book. I actually was driving and thinking that today, and how would I do it? And how time consuming would that be? And would I get an editor or someone just transcribe? I was thinking I could get someone to watch the videos and write down all my answers and questions and transcribe every single Q&A video I've done into a book. And how funny you just asked that. And that's the first time I've thought of that. Thank you so much for asking, darling. I'm thinking about it. Christians only? What are you talking about? Yes, absolutely, write a book. Oh, well, I was thinking of another book just about generally how to affirm and how to create your life. That was one thing I was thinking of. But about the answers all in one place, the funny that you should say it like that, because that's exactly what I was thinking today, only like an hour and a half ago. So funny. True, do the book. I also thought this last night. Did you? My God! We both manifested that, darling. I would do that and write all your answers down. Oh! Thanks, darling. I mean, I suppose I could just go to Fiverr, couldn't I, and hire like a person who's really quick at typing and then get them to put them in sections, or I could put them in sections. I can do the job. Oh, God, job offers here. Yay! And then he didn't. What's this? I have a bit of a whoopsie success story. Oh, what is it, Brody? Tell us. I manifested my dog's safety, but he still died. Oh, darling. Oh, that's no good. I'm sorry. More powerful than ever, you realise. Ha-ha, yes. What do you think about TikTok tarot readers? You're putting the laughing face on purpose. You know what I'm going to say. Guys, they're just pulling you out of the present moment of living in the end and making you seek answers and signs, and that's going to stop you from manifesting. I'm sorry. I was literally thinking about how great it would be to read a book from you, Loz. Oh, thanks, darling. A few of us regulars have mentioned it on the Facebook group too. Yes, I know. But it was just the way you phrased that question was exactly what I was thinking, like having it all in one place. The way you said that was what I was thinking in my brain just tonight. Having all the answers in one place as question, answer. Like a bubble, someone's question, then the answer. Bubble, someone's question, then the answer. In sections, in one place. Yes, guys, let's do it. You know what I should do? Maybe I should do like what do you call those crowdfunding things, and everyone gets a copy of the book when it gets printed? Maybe I should do that. Should I do that? Because I saw someone did that from his TikTok. It was a cocktail menus thing, and this guy lost his bar. He was a bartender, and he lost his bartending job. And he started a TikTok, and he was doing cocktail recipes, and people kept asking, could you do them like little affirmation cards in a box? So he did a crowdfunding, and everyone who bought the crowdfunding thing got the box of things. Maybe I should do that. Self-print my book. GoFundMe, that's what it's called, GoFundMe. And he did it. Yes, I should do that. What originally drew you to learning about manifestation? Fucking up my life, darling. Fucking up my life royally. Seriously. Thanks to your live the other night. I got what I wanted yesterday. Thanks, girl. Oh, what did you get, darling? Tell us. Oh, how excitement. The heat of the moment, I could barely hear my own thoughts. I was like, gee, wouldn't it be a shame? What, Brody? Oh, Kickstarter, yes. Kickstarter and GoFundMe. I'm going to look that up. The cat in the back here. She's getting comfy. You right there, sir? You right? What are you doing? Right there. Oh, such a good kid. Do you just have to forget the circumstances, or is it better to change it in your head? Try and change the circumstances in your head if you can, but if you can't, try and forget them. And if you can't forget them, accept them. Guys, sometimes you can't forget the circumstances. Sometimes you can't ignore them. Sometimes you can't forget them. You have to accept them and go, well, I created this crap that I see before me, this absolute shit heap of a life. Well, okay. Now I'm changing it, okay? I want him back, but I want him to fulfill his promise. How do I do this and saw him after months? Okay, darling. So if you want him back, I want you to imagine in your mind that you're with him, okay, that he's your man and he loves you so much and he loves being with you and he's constantly calling and texting you. I don't want you to do things in the 3D like drive past his house or stalk him. That won't help. In fact, that will make things 10,000 times worse. If you want him to fulfill his promises, I want you to think of him as a person who's trustworthy and loyal and always fulfills his promises. See him differently. Stop seeing him as a person who doesn't fulfill promises. Then he'll keep turning up that way. Darling, go on. If you're confused about this, go and watch number 25 in Subconscious Laws, the Facebook group. The lives are all saved in there. There's over 29 lives or something in there at the moment. Go and watch all the live videos, but particularly number 25 and 41, okay? Just join the Facebook group, guys. You can watch all of these lives back, and it's hours upon hours of content, plus there's a Q&A forum every Monday that stays there all week, and you can ask questions there, and there's all the success stories on the main page, okay? And I go live twice daily here, but also Fridays I go live in Facebook. That guy killed it. Yeah, the guy with the cocktail thing. Wasn't that amazing? Like, he made like something like $400,000 in the first 10 minutes or something of selling the... I saw the video and I was like, holy crap. Just from cocktail cards or something. And they look really cool, but I was like, holy shit. You have truly blessed my life with your content. Oh, wonderful, darling. Oh, thanks, blessed Nicola. Oh, wonderful, darling. Yay. That makes me happy. What do I say if friends ask me about SP and they reflect the old story? Say, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. And to make them really uncomfortable, say, it makes me really sad when you talk about it. Could we not? People get uncomfortable when you talk about your emotions and feeling sad and upset, and they'll stop and then change the subject and talk about them. How do you make yourself more attractive to your specific person? You assume you're attractive to them. You don't make yourself more attractive. You say, they are so crazy attracted to me, they can only get hard for me. Only get wet for me, okay? Whatever it is. Stan, Taylor Swift, what? What is this about Taylor Swift? Amazon is now selling his cocktail cards. Are they? Amazon's selling them. Oh, good for him. That's a rags to riches story, isn't it? About him losing his job. How wonderful. That guy sounds great. I think I followed him because I thought that story was so wonderful. Amazing. A good business idea and belief. Yes, good on him. Will I get good news tomorrow? Darling, I'm not a fucking psychic. I'm subconscious laws. I talk about manifesting, darling. I don't fucking know. You tell yourself that. Tell yourself you're going to get good news. And he keeps saying he wants to meet me. Who? What's this? I think I'd missed a question. I was halfway through it before I got distracted by the cat. It was Kickstarter that he used, was it? Kickstarter. Okay. How did you get your specific person to reach out to you? Who are you talking to, darling? Are you asking someone a question? My SP opening up in communication. He'd been stifling me for weeks because of depression. Part 1. Where's part 2? 1 of 2. I'm trying to see the rest. Manifested his communication and boom, he opened up like a bloomed flower on his own accord. Oh, wonderful, darling. So what were you doing? Is that what people are asking? What did you do? So you were, let's read it. Opening up in communication. So you were imagining he gave you open communication. He always communicated his feelings to you. He wanted to talk to you and be with you. Those kind of things, darling. Excellent. Can I manifest 2 best friends falling out? Why would you want to do that, Lana Ives? That's called the golden rule. Come back and bite you on the ass. That's what people call karma, but it's not karma. It's just the golden rule. Retaliate back like a fucking boomerang and hurt you one day. I wouldn't do that. It's up to you, darling. The cat is 19, yes. 20 in July. My mum and my brother got her on 9/11, the day of 9/11. That's how old she is. Look at her. And she was so little as a kitten that she was too little to be sold, but mum brought her home and the dog adopted her and brought her up and breastfed her till she was a fully grown cat. So she thinks she's a dog. And then when that dog died, we had to get this dog down here to keep her company because she was so distraught. Maybe it was all that dog milk that's kept her alive. Oh, we could call your book Loz It Out Loud. Yes! I was thinking, yes, darling, or you run this shit. A couple of a few things today. The healthiest 19-year-old cat in the world. Yes, makes an appearance. There she is. Oh, you right, sir? You don't mind me yelling? No? Okay. I love the cat. What are some things you manifested, Loz? Well, my 19-year-old cat being still alive. Do I need to live as if or just affirm until I see, just to be clear? Okay, darling. As if is like acting in the 3D like a nut bag, like wearing a wedding dress or a wedding ring, and then people going, oh my God, are you engaged? And you go, no, 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 I'm waiting for my Prince Charming. And they're like, you're a fucking nut. Okay, you can imagine an imaginary ring on your hand. You can imagine your wedding dress hanging in your closet. You can imagine that you've got space for him in your wardrobe. You can imagine him in your bed at night lying next to you. You can imagine his voice on the phone telling you things, but don't do things in the 3D. That's acting as if, and that doesn't fucking work and makes you look like a nut. It's what you're doing in your mind, guys. You've got to live in the end in your mind, not out here. Got it? If that music player broke and a couple of seconds later the music stopped, what's this? What is this, Brody? I can't figure out what you're saying. You remind me of the mother in the movie with Lindsay Lohan as twins. You mean Parent Trap? Parent Trap? I know the original Parent Trap, and I have seen that one. She's good in that movie. Oh, you mean Natasha Richardson. Is that who you mean, Natasha Richardson, who died? I know who you mean, Natasha Richardson. What are some things? Oh, I saw that one. Hang on, I'm trying to find Brody's. You've got like... Where is the rest of Brody's thing? My SP is back and wants to meet. I feel so wired to see him and avoiding him. Why are you doing that, darling? Why are you avoiding them? Just get into your queen energy. Listen to my queen affirmation videos. I am a queen. I'm treated like a queen. I'm high up on my throne looking down on everyone. Before you go and see him, get into that energy, darling. I've got 2 queen affirmation videos, one with a crown on and one with a yellow shirt. Okay? Go and listen to those over and over and over. And don't be nervous. Don't be wired. Don't be excited. Just think he should be fucking excited and wired to see you. Okay, I'm going down. What's your Facebook name, please? Subconscious Loz, guys. Subconscious space Loz. It's the name of the Facebook page. The link is in my TikTok bio. Just press the link and there's a link to the one-to-one coaching with me and the Facebook group. Can you change ages of people? If my best friend is 4 years older than me, can I make her age different? Make her my age? I don't think you can change someone's actual age or when they were born, guys, but you can imagine that she feels as young as you, that she thinks she's that young, that she forgets her age and thinks she's that age. You can do that. My fiance has told me he's infatuated with me 3 days in a row. My affirmations last week. Oh, Elsie, I love it. You told us that the other day. Now he's done it 3 days in a row. Wow, that's a really specific word too, isn't it? Love it. Well done, darling. Will I date H after the concert? Are you talking about Harry? Can I talk to you about something, please? I'm just having... What? I'm just having a really tough time at the moment. Yes, darling, tell us. Tell us what's giving you a tough time. Stick with us, darling. Go to the Facebook group. You can go to the Q&A forum. It's posted every Monday. It's in the topics under Q&A forum. Press it. Put your question there. Whatever you're having a tough time with, darling, everyone in the group is there to help you out. Okay, it's a lovely, supportive community. But tell us here. Yes, her from Parent Trap, Natasha Richardson, yeah. I like that movie. The original one's even better with Hayley Mills. The original Parent Trap. I'm old enough to know the original one. How crazy. I woke up so excited to see my SP, but we didn't arrange to meet. Am I crazy? Oh, okay. So did they cancel on you or what happened? Just imagine you had a beautiful day. Imagine how you wanted it to go and imagine it happens again later. Okay? Loz, you need a mod. Happy to help. Oh, do I need a mod? Oh. How do I give someone a permission to be a mod though, guys? Tell me. I don't know how to do it. Do you have any lives on revision? If so, what number is it? Oh, God, I have a lot on revision, guys. I talk about revision a lot. I have 2 videos in my TikTok about how to revise the past, part 1 and 2. But I do have lots in lives. Just put revision in the search box in my Facebook group and then hopefully they'll come up. But look, I can't put every topic that's discussed in every live because some of them go for over an hour and I can't give the title every single thing. You might just have to start watching them. But look for revision first in the... I think I talk about it in the one I've got a white top on recently. I think it's 126. I've got a white top on. I think I definitely talk about revision in that one. I'm just really struggling. Well, Jason, darling, tell us what you're struggling with. Tell us and we'll help you. Darling, please go and watch all my live videos. They'll really help you from number 1 to number 129, and you'll understand the powers within you. I got over my depression, my anxiety using affirmations, using positive affirmations about myself. I went through 6 months of therapy. I was suicidal before I went in there, and affirming is really the only thing that really truly helped me after therapy. Therapy told me what was wrong, but I didn't get the fixes to fix it. Affirming fixed it for me. Really stepping into my power, understanding that I create my reality with my dominant habitual thinking, and to have new thinking. And those new thoughts were affirmations. And you fill your brain with them, and fill your brain with them, and fill your brain with them against that old childhood shit that's running the show. And that depression and anxiety will start to dissipate, and your struggle will start to dissipate, I promise. Okay? Does other people's negativity around us affect us? Well, if you think it does, it will. If you think they're negative, they'll be negative. Start affirming they're not negative and they won't be anymore. I used to have a lot of negative people in my life. I used to cut them out because they used to really affect me. And now I realise I actually assumed they'd be negative, was antsy about the fact that when I'd see them, they'd be negative. I was fearful that they'd be like that when I saw them, and therefore they always turned up that way, like my dad. Okay? How do you know if my self-concept is 100%? Because people start reflecting it, darling. The milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Everyone starts giving you compliments and looking at you and smiling at you. Everyone. I don't know if you talked about this before, but could you talk about how thought transmission works? Okay. I'm not a scientist. The best thing to read probably is Neville Goddard's thoughts on it, but also the Gateway process from the CIA, where they literally studied it. Okay? It's found on the CIA website. Put in the Gateway process. Now, what it is that it's like vibration of thought, I guess. It's vibrated out. It's like a radio frequency, I guess. And that frequency of thought goes out to someone else and goes inside their mind. It's like the mirror of your mind reflects onto the mirror of their mind, if you want to think about it that way. And as you think it and think it and think it dominantly, and you send it out, it reflects onto the mirror of their mind via vibration and frequency or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You never know what the frequency is. You just know that things are sent out like radio waves, okay, like a radio wave that the radio picks up on and plays. The person picks up on it like a radio wave and starts playing out their mouth. They start thinking the thoughts that you were thinking, and then they start saying them and acting on them, whether they be your SP or just people in your reality in general. They'll start treating you the way you reflect out. That's a really layman's way of explaining that. I didn't explain it very well. I learnt that from the Landmark Forum. Really? Landmark talk about that? Jesus, someone tried to get me to join Landmark years ago. And then I was like, is this a cult? Do you have to focus on one thing to manifest? Look, guys, you can focus on a few things. It's a good idea to focus on a few. It was my training yesterday, and they were talking about ladder methods and reminding me of Goddard. Oh, you will not climb the ladder? He's begging to be with me, and he wants to commit. I'm his dream girl. Yes, they're excellent. Manifest a better version of you, not an SP. Yes, guys, they simply reflect you. So if you think about thought transmission, everyone loves me. Everyone is magnetized to me. I am so mesmerizing. I cast my spell over everyone and get everything I want. People find me so attractive and beautiful and energetic. Then they will too. Your SP will too. You've got to understand, everyone feels the same when you're sending that out. Everyone. The person at the grocery store, the person serving you coffee at Starbucks, your family members, your colleagues, and your specific person. That's why I'm saying specific person affirmations aren't necessarily needed. Self-concept is reflected to everyone. Okay? The gateway experience, yes. What are your pronouns? Goddess, darling. I'm back in contact with SP, but it's not going anywhere and it's frustrating. Well, Penny, you've got to understand that they are reflecting your old thoughts about them. They're still showing up as the old version. You've got to not be frustrated, not be annoyed, and start thinking, well, I created this Frankenstein's monster before me. I'm going to wait for it to catch up, and I'm going to see them differently until they do, and I'm not going to fucking react. If you have problems with this, please go and watch the thing about the old story, number 41, the video number 41, number 67, number 77, about changing the old story about your SP. Otherwise, you'll react and you'll break up again. Goddess pronouns, yes. I'm going to use that from now on. Landmark was pretty amazing. When I walked in there, I was like, oh, but then after I was like, hey, oh, good. Yeah, well, I know a lot of people have got a lot out of it. I feel like I'm, what? Goddess, haha, I'm using this one. Really started missing SP out of nowhere, ended up texting him but got no reply, going harder on self-concept. Yes, guys, look, that's hard when you text them and you get no reply. Just imagine the response you wanted. Maybe turn your number into their name and send the text back that you wish they'd sent to you. And imagine they did it. Some people naturally manifest without thinking about it. We all do, guys. Look at the life before you. You manifested that shit with your negative thinking. Ta-da! You're a master manifester. We all are. Guys, what fucks up your manifesting is trying to do techniques that LOA people teach you about being positive all the fucking time, okay? And thinking that it's only positive things that manifest. Everything is a manifestation in your reality, guys. People are reflecting your constant habitual thinking. That's your manifestation. The job you've got, the career you've got, the pay you have, the way people treat you in your reality, your relationships, the way your relationships fail, etc. Almost drunkenly affirmed the old story to someone I just met, and I said, don't think about that. Yes, don't, darling. Absolutely. Can you tell us again about which live we should watch? 25 and what? 25, 41, 67, 77. 25, 41, 67, 77. But guys, really all of them. But look, go to TikTok lives and then see which ones are most popular. The ones that are most popular are probably the ones that everyone's been watching the most. Probably those 4 are the ones everyone's been watching the most. Probably 25 and 41 because I say them a lot. But then I forget what's in the other ones. Just one day have a binge. Do a Netflix binge. And just you'll learn a lot just from a lot of them because so many questions come up in these lives that I can't possibly write down in the titles. You never know what you're going to find in them. Affirmations to remove unwanted hair. I'm so hair-free. I don't have any hair on my body where I don't want it. That, darling. I'm like one of those hairless cats. Start saying that, darling. Where do you start with SP on your Facebook post as a beginner? Thank you. Number 25, number 41, number 67, number 77 videos. Go to TikTok Lives in the topics or go to the videos tab, photos tab, media tab and find those ones. Can't remember what I wore yesterday. What? Can you manifest more than one thing at once? Yes, guys, I would recommend you do. Car, house, SP. More than one thing. Don't just concentrate on one thing. Absolutely. You're amazing. I just adore you. Oh, thanks, darling Elsie. Can you tell us also the one? How do I manifest my entire family to be full of happiness? My family is so happy. My family are a joy to be around. Their life is so fulfilling to them all. They have the best life possible. Everything is perfect for them. Their lives are perfect. Start saying that, darling. That's a great point. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, guys. Can you tell us again? Oh, I saw that one. All right, guys, I've got to go soon because I've been here for ages. Affirming versus visualizing. Either. Guys, whichever works for you. You can do both or just one. Okay? Affirming works for most people because you can do it whenever you're driving, you're not having to concentrate too hard on things, you can do it. Visualizing, you have to physically close your eyes sometimes and do it. So there's less times in the day you can physically get away with doing that. You can literally affirm while someone's talking to you. You're not listening to them and you're going, I'm loved and wanted. I'm so adored. Everyone is mesmerized by me. And they're not fucking listening to a word they're saying. But you can't visualize with your eyes open. Well, actually, you probably can. I did it the other night when I was trying to find my mum because I was so desperate. And I was driving trying to find her. And I visualized with my eyes wide open. But it is a bit harder. I'm trying to visualize happy life, but I can't. Negative things I imagine and visualize fast as fuck. Darling, you've got to work on your self-concept and jump in every time you think those negative thoughts with new affirmations. I wrote down my affirmations so I wouldn't forget. So now I just keep saying them. Wonderful, darling. Guys, there's SP success stories all through the Facebook group. Just go to the Facebook group, join it, and go to the main page. It's full of SP success stories and other things. Any more questions, guys? What did Kat say that everyone's replying to? I can't see it. You were just thinking what to? What did Kat say? What did Kat say that I can't see? We're all just receivers, yes. Love the poo cup. Oh, thanks. What did Kat say? I can't see it. How to manifest a new SP. It's just the same process as an old one, darling. You just got to imagine you're with someone in your mind. Imagine you're coupled up. Be in a couple in your mind. Don't think of yourself as single. What did Kat say? I missed it. Oh. You have to tell me later. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be live tomorrow, nighttime US, and that'll be about 9 p.m. EST around that time. And then around this time tomorrow night on here, Join the Facebook group. You can follow, you can watch all these lives back. There's over 129 lives in there at the moment, plus the Facebook lives, plus the Q&A forum where you can ask questions of the lovely people in the community, in the group who are so lovely and supportive. And if you want one-to-one coaching, click the link in my bio. So the link in my bio has got the Facebook group and the one-to-one coaching. I don't think there's many slots left next week for coaching, but the week after there are. I think there's one slot left. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye, guys. I see you soon. And Sappy the cat says goodbye. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.